Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk, Thinking Right, out here in the lab. What I do for you. I got a good lesson for you. I got a request about my opinion about marijuana. hmm Let's talk about it. Right is a 24-hour rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Message is a story for life. I give life lessons. I'm only going to tell you what I know. I got a good lesson for you coming up. Again, life lesson. There's a message in there. Let's go. I appreciate you getting the lessons also. So let's keep it going. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the mission that I'm on as the Right Thinking Master. I want all my right thinkers to know themselves. Do me proud. Let's go. The question, do you know you? Question. I'm gonna ask you the question. Do you know you? And the question is, know thyself. More of a statement, but it's important that you understand to do just that. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do. I do. For you, stay tuned. I got you covered. A person who knows not but believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thing to know thyself. To my be true. Now, I got a request from one of my subscribers who like what I'm doing, and they wanted my opinion about marijuana, the legalities of it, the use of it, the edibles, all the no stuff that go with it. So let me give you my opinion about marijuana. So today, right thinking, let's talk about what marijuana, weed, trees, bud. What is it good for? Okay, marijuana is a plant that will get you high. Why? Because it contains THC, a chemical that changes your mind from one thing to the next. It's an additive. It'll get you high. Okay? I'm not the chemical THC. They got a name for it. I ain't got time for that. But that's the chemicals in the marijuana that get you high. Our ancients knew about marijuana, but I like to deal with Native Americans. Okay? If you go back to Egypt and look up Tahuti, his wife Sashet, she's the queen of measurements. She also wears her headpiece is the seven leaf crown, marijuana leaf. Okay, little tidbit. But yeah, let's go to Native American. Now, our Native American Indians smoke the peace pipe. Okay, aka weed, bud. Trees, stuff, whatever you want to call it, whatever slang we use now for weed, but old school weed. Okay, now they call it trees, and you're burning trees. Okay, but my point is, it haven't changed in centuries until now. They got what they call high tech. Okay, I'm not familiar with that. When I was smoking weed, you could smoke weed all day. That's what we did around the clock. We just smoked too much, you went to sleep, and you woke up hungry. Now it's a different animal. I realized that. Okay. Now, back then, the Indians, the Native Americans, when they did their thing, they would sit down and sit around and pass the pipe, and everybody got nice and they was cool, right? They was a quiet race of people, right? Chilling until when? Till that pale face came in on the scene and said, "Yeah, I got that pipe, but we got something else here called alcohol, aka spirits." When they gave the Native Americans that alcohol, They went from a nice, quiet, peace-loving, chilling people. They became screaming lunatics, maniacs. Why? When they got drunk, woo, oh, that's not their thing. But when they get that juice in them, that's just what happened to them. Their spirits, they just lose it. So they was drunk. They wasn't high. Marijuana mellows you out, calms you down. They got the edibles now, where you could eat the THC content. I'm old school. Give me mine in a joint, be good. All that eating it and yeah, that's whatever, cooking it and all that. And the other thing, that dab thing, they got the rig and man, that's way too much work to get a buzz. They got the pens. Try to explain it this way. If you smoke a joint, the time it takes you to smoke a joint, inhale, you cough a little bit, but you're getting nice, you're getting high, you're good. THC content is moderate. So you're getting there. With that dab, that single dab, your generation, I call y'all the microwave generation. Y'all want instant. You want to go from 0 to 60 in a flash. I don't want to go that fast. Old school. Let me slow walk it down. The joke was you got the young bull and the old bull. The young bull tell the old boy, let's run down there and knock off one of them cows. The old bull said, no, my man, let's walk down there and do all the cows. Preserve your energy when you need it. That's the purpose of that concept. Okay. But talking about getting high. Say you being sociable, you talking a little bit, pass around. Back then, that's what we did. Sat in the basement and we sat there and got room filled, smoke for room. We talking and kicking it. So, okay. But the weed wasn't killing us. Weed, no, it's okay. It's fine. I've been smoking over 50 years now. So if I was a drinker, if I was a drugger, I don't know if I could last 50 years. Okay? So you can say what you want. When it comes to the health, it's a natural herb. Now, if you start adding stuff to it, you start chemicalizing it and breaking it down and microorganizing it where they can smoke it in the pen and bam, I don't need no. Okay, so there's some people like that, new generation. Yeah, I love that. Okay, I get that. I see that. So moving on. After the Indians got that loony juice in them, they ain't been the same since. Now, I've been smoking weed since I was 9 years old. I was introduced by older brothers. So I was curious. And at 9, you hang out with your brothers and you do what they do. So I learned to be high. But when I had to get around my parents, I had to act like I wasn't high. So to me, it wasn't the fact that I'm high, oh, I'm high. No, you got high. You enjoyed the high from the internal high. You got your head bag, got your head right, whatever you want to turn. But that's what I understand about smoking weed. Watch this. Now, I smoked weed with my grandmother. Quick story. She said, ain't nothing wrong with no sticks. I've been smoking grass since I was 13 years old. So I got her beat by a few years. I started at 9, but she started early in life and she didn't have a problem with that. So at that point, I had a problem with my mom. Back in the day, I came home one night, shades on, dark glasses. Yeah, eyes bloodshot red. Mom started freaking out. My grandma said, leave that boy alone. You been smoking? Yeah. She said, was it good? Yeah. You got some more? I said, yeah. Give me some. That's from that point on. My mom had no say so over me with weed. So I smoked at, high school, 16 years old. But then it led to me selling weed. So she couldn't say nothing then either, but that was another story. All right, so what's this? Now, so since then, I had no problem from my mom about smoking weed or selling it. Yeah, I sold a lot of weed. Back then, the THC content, like I said, 3, maybe 4%. So we got high. You had some good bud. You had, the top grade shit, the Panama Grant, Panama Gold, Acapulco. That was maybe 4 or 5% THC. And you was wailing. All right. Now, I did my homework. It goes up to as high as 96% concentrated THC that's in them dabs, that's in the pens. So, bam, it's instant high. don't want to go that fast. Okay, I don't do roller coasters. I ain't trying to do fast. I'm old school. I'm built for comfort. I ain't built for speed. So I don't need that 0 to 60 deal. All right. Now, good weed only mellow you out. Okay, calm you down. They prescribing it now. Medical surprises. They find the positive stuff that's in marijuana use. If you're nauseous, smoke. No appetite, you smoke. You have anxiety, you smoke. So they got a whole bunch of, you smoke sativa in the morning to wake you up, you smoke the indica at night to put you to sleep. They got it all figured out now. But us old heads, we already knew all of that. Just saying. So when you want to relax, most people go have a drink. Okay, don't do alcohol. Go smoke a joint. Same difference. What's the problem? Oh, it stinks. The odor's bad. Yeah. But what happened is the early 40s, they got a negative stereotype about weed because they got a little paranoid. White people wasn't accustomed to having their head, look tipsy. Musicians, everybody who was cool, we got high and performed and did what we had to do. High. If you can't function high, you shouldn't get high. I learned from my life how to do that. So yeah, I'm pretty proficient at that. 50 years or so. So yeah. But my point is, I did a lot of drugs. And despite all the drugs, weed was always the common denominator. I no longer do those drugs. But guess what? Weed's still the common denominator. Put that where you want it. Moving on. Edibles. Let's talk about edibles. I hear people cooking with the butter and all that stuff, but then I watched where they got on the news these junior high school kids, and we all know that our experimental age was in junior high school. Everything we pretty much got involved in started in junior high school. A friend, a buddy, somebody, and start okay. But they're eating edibles, and for them, they overdosing on THC content. That's all they. But they scare the hell out of them. They don't know. When you eat the edible, you don't get high. Remember, you hit the pen, bang, hit the that, bang. With the edible, you eat it and it takes a little while to act. So man, it ain't doing nothing. So they eat some more. Grown folks do it too, but kids, that's what happened. I just see it in about 6 or 7 different, schools, junior high schools reported kids coming in off of overdose, off of gummy bears. Better than Snoopy's in back in the day when it was acid. So a little bit edible ain't gonna hurt you. That's the main thing, first thing. But they made it legal for a reason. I made a good living off of selling weed back in the day. So I know the value of weed. So what's this? Going right into this one, walk into this one. My need for weed back in the day before it was edibles, okay? I sold 25 pounds of weed a week. I had my roll going. I was doing my thing. And it was almost like they let me do it. Everybody knew where the good weed was at. I got to the point where my competitors, I had to hook up with them, tie in with them to get them the weed so they can keep their customers to themselves so they don't become looking for mine. So I pretty much supplied my little community with weed. I didn't walk around telling everybody, y'all smoking my weed, all that nice. No, I just kept getting raking and doing my thing on the low. But yeah, but when I started doing that other stuff, another story. But the weed was cool, okay? Because it wasn't so. And everybody selling weed. Everybody selling weed. Everybody, simple. No matter what drug you took, weed went good with it. Perfect cut. Okay? Why? You get acid, tripping, want to come down, smoke a joint. Sniff cocaine, get high, chill out, smoke a joint. Tripping, smoke a joint. Whatever it is you're doing, that weed's always there. So they call it the gateway drug. No, it ain't. No, stop that nonsense. But now that the young kids in the suburban areas are starting to have issues with the edibles and doing stuff that their parents find out they know their kids are doing, vaping and dabbing, okay, odorless stuff. So we all had a bedroom at the basement. Yeah, so we all got it. But y'all give kids too much privacy. In our house, you ain't locking no doors. No, you had a door, you had a room, but we come in anytime we want. Like prison. We come shake you down whenever we want. Another lesson. But yeah, in life, you gotta be careful what your kids do behind closed doors. Okay, that's another lesson. Watch this. Now I tell you, I'm old school. Big bamboo, some grade A bud, I'm good. I could care less about a dab or a scatter, a shatter, whatever it is they're doing. What? No, my man. It's THC, concentrated. This buzz, still a buzz is a buzz is a buzz. Simple. So I ain't beat for a buzz. Oh yeah. Okay, now they have, okay, here we go. They have THC pens, whereas with one hit, you high as all get up. Like I say, you go from 0 to 60 instantly. Not my thing. Simple. If you out here, old heads, and trying to keep up with these young people, because that's what they're doing, you a fool. I ain't that dude. I know what I do. I know what I don't do. I know what I will. I know what I will and what I won't do. Simple. That's control. Simple. Even when it comes to anything that's going inside me, I'll make that decision. Watch this. Now, because they made weed legal. Why? But you want to know? Money, 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 money. Money. Boy, they getting so much money off the weed sale. And they ain't even getting all the weed money because you still got some weed dealers that's still doing their thing. Why? Because they got good customers, they got good product. You can't stay in business with garbage. It's a phrase from the dude. I don't waste my time selling trash. If it's garbage, it ain't gonna go good in my hood. Wow, we want the good stuff. That was my reputation. So again, if you got goods, they'll buy it. Simple as that. But now because it's legal, again, they have a problem with the young people. Excuse me, middle school, not high school, middle school. That means they just coming out. They just trying it out. Back in the day, y'all had a problem with alcoholism. They drink their kids, they drink their parents' alcohol off the shelf. They take their parents' medicine out the medicine cabinet. It don't change. They're curious. They're going to indulge in whatever it is that's going on. That's what they're going to do. And now vaping and dapping is what's going on. The pens, that's what they're doing. You won't smell weed no more. Remember that movie that on the show? They be in the basement all the time. They smoking. The mother never knew they were smoking. The father was red. Oh my! I like that show. But anyway, it was funny. Smoking. They sit around and get high. White people sit around and they bug out. They freak out. We do the same thing. We used to get high and get intellectual. All of a sudden, you want to go deep. You want to expand your mind. That's what we did with weed. It was for, remember, drugs in my day was for recreational use. It was accepted pretty much, understood. They're going to do that. This harm reduction, they done threw their hands up and say, yeah, they let them get high. What the heck? Not a good deal. Get back to this. Let me finish this up. But this is about marijuana. I have no problem with marijuana use. Whatever you choose, however you choose to use it, that's your call. When an adult make a decision to do something, he got to suffer the consequences of that. A lot of us was in jail because of weed, because it wasn't legal and we were going to do it. They did the same thing with prohibition. It don't change much, but it's legal now. But the whole thing again, keep some balance. If you want to get buzzed, get buzzed. Simple. Moving on. Okay, now you're right down here. Weed smokers. We get along, which means, okay, when we get along best when we're smoking a joint. I ain't never seen a fight break out over smoking weed. If you ain't puff past, that could start a fight. But everybody knew the rules, so you didn't really want to violate that because that would start a fight. So yeah, but no, we just social. But hey, okay. All right. Now, if you're a smoker, you know and recognize another smoker. We know who we are. Same thing if y'all out there doing in the streets. If you coca, you know coca. Crackhead, no another crackhead. Okay, so I'm just saying we know real. We say real recognize real. Okay, that's the same thing. Weed is the cure-all drug. I don't care what you say. Whatever go wrong in life, after it happens, first you're gonna do is say, "Well, I need a joint to deal with this." Same thing, mother, I need a drink. Back in the day, every time something happens, I need a drink. Celebrating, give me a drink. Same thing. Weed, problem, I need a joint. Good things happen, man, let's smoke to that. Same thing. Again, your call, moderation. All right. If things are going good in life, you can thank the Lord, and then what? I need to join. That's okay. Church goes with my best customers back in the day. So once they prayed the Lord, they came and got their head right. Who am I to judge? Again, that ain't my thing. Now remember, back in the moonshine days, the moonshine drinkers, the old dudes, they was funny. Why? Because they carried their own shine. Either a little flask, a little classy. The classy ones had the flask. The hood guy had the jelly jar, the Flintstone, something with the lid on it that they could close it back up. Or just a jar with a lid on top of it. But they carried their own shine, meaning they was responsible for their own demise, whatever they was doing. And for that, I never asked anyone for weed. That's not cool. That's not my style. From old school, either you have your own or you put 5 on it. Start adding up. What? Put your money up. Anybody smoking for free back in the day? No, we gonna get it back. What you got? Old school. Ain't nothing changed. If you let somebody smoke on your dime, that's your problem. They won't smoke on mine. I'm just saying, the last one to wrap this up, I know I'm getting off the schedule, but I'm trying to get my concept of marijuana. You can choose to do like anything else in moderation and to your discretion. Weed is like mental medicine, okay? I'm the weed doctor. Trust me, I know weed. This is from old school perspective. I'm the weed doctor back in the day. My prescription was what? A joint a day would keep the stress, anxiety, hypertension, etc. away. That was the cure. Again, weed will calm you down if you're depressed. Weed will pep you up, you know, get you out of that depressive state. Simple. Whatever you needed to do, it'll do that. It's flexible. Okay? Now, it's a chemical in weed. It's not just THC. No, you watch Cat Williams. They got a thing in weed that when you hit that weed, it got a little bit of fuck that shit in it. When life going, man, I don't know what. Fuck that. Yeah, see, that's what weed is do. That's the other little chemical in weed for those who don't know. All right, last one. Not last. Okay, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you got the message. Hope you got the lesson. If you stress and worry about something, you pray on it and then light up a joint, and you'll get that attitude again. Last one, self-medication. Just like self-knowledge is the best. You can keep the rest. How about? Hope you enjoyed the lesson.